Hey, this is Patty Negri, and you are listening to the Paranormal Zone.
Look, I know the supernatural is something that isn't supposed to happen, but it does happen.
A ghostly apparition in the dark of night.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
Mike, do you consider yourself a dramatic person?
A dramatic person? No.
Yeah, not a dramatic, dramatic.
Dramatic.
The drama.
I think I was worse when I was younger than I am now. I don't think I'm a real dramatic person.
Say that again?
Anymore. Dramatic.
I'm not very dramatic. So you're a little more even keeled than you used to be.
Not every day.
Not every day. Yeah. Well, I guess what I'm saying, do you or have you ever found yourself like purposefully seeking out drama? Like, do you like to get involved in other feuds that may or may not be floating about in your neighborhood?
I would like to think of myself as being quite non-confrontational.
Okay, for sure. Yeah. But I mean, hey, but you don't back down. You've told me stories. If you are confronted, you're like, hey, F off, and you stand your ground.
There have been times where, yes, violence has been needed, yes.
Violence has been needed. Oh God, there go our sponsors right there. Now, we're not promoting violence, of course.
Yeah.
But by the way, listeners have probably noticed that there have been ads at the beginning and the end, and maybe a couple spots here and there within the episode. But no fear, don't worry about it. It's all good. It's approved. It is something that I don't want to say I requested, but I was open-minded enough to it. To hell, why not? That's cool to have ads on there. Who cares? So
yes.
as long as it's not stupid ass ads about crap that we have nothing to do with and are totally against, So no worries about that.
It's like,
anywho,
if a commercial pops up on like some kind of a new douche or something like that, we don't want to have to cover that, like spring fresh douche.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. See, I thought you were using that as a derogatory term for like a political figure. So I was like, no, we're not going there for sure.
No. We don't speak politics.
No, we do not. That's one of the high points. That's one of the selling points of the Paranormal Zone, which, by the way, if you haven't figured it out, if you are new to the program, this is indeed the Paranormal Zone, your weekly dose of all things. Hell, you guessed it, paranormal, strange, and mysterious. My name is Patrick. I am joined, as always, by my co-host with the ghosts, the paranormal poster boy himself. Today, we're talking with Mr. Footlong Frank with Chili. That's right, Mr. Mike Carbno. It's good to see you, as always, my friend.
Yes, and good to see you, Wanker Lips Mahoney.
Yes, I'm happy to be here. It's always good. I'll be here all week.
Wanker Lip. Okay. Now, is there any, like...
Yes.
I'm trying to think of a diagram in my mind of what wanker lips actually means, and then I had to throw it out really quick.
Yeah, just don't think too hard. Don't think too deeply into that. So, yeah, I agree. Just leave it as it is.
Footlong Frank with chili. I mean,
you know what that is?
Yeah, you know right away. It's like a foot-long hot dog with chili, which I love very much.
Computer Mike, do you have any idea what the hell I mean by Wanker Lips Mahoney? Or?
I have nothing.
Okay, good. Just double checking. You got nothing. You got nothing. Well, Mike, as always, it is good to see you. Thank you for making this work. And that's all we've got, boys and girls. The world's shortest podcast episode. Until next time. No, I'm kidding. Or am I? I don't know.
Or are you? Well, speaking of politics, I mean, aren't we kind of in a way?
We're not speaking of politics.
Aren't we kind of in a way speaking paranormal politics?
Ooh, that's a great segue. Great segue into what we're going to be talking about tonight. Longtime listeners are probably going, hey, what the hell's going on? Where's our favorite portion, the Ghost Gab segment, boys and girls? Well, we don't have one today. It's been kind of, paranormally speaking, kind of boring as of late. You never know, though. I still have yet to go through the digital from our latest jaunt to Standing Rock and our latest jaunt to the ghost town the other day, I guess, or the ghost railroad tracks, wherever the hell it was.
The railroad tracks of Venlo, North Dakota.
Right. I mean, it's always fun to get together and hang out and check out these places, but I need to go through the audio. Through the audio because you never know.
Yes. We actually even went to an antique store that day.
Didn't buy a damn thing, but it's always cool going to antique stores.
Yeah, gotta love the antique store.
Gotta love them. But yes, it was a wonderful segue, Mike. Wonderful segue because I refrain from using the term politics when it comes to the paranormal. But yeah, you're kind of right there. There's a lot of push and shove going on out there. There's a lot of drama out there in the paranormal community. And I'm going to be quite frank. You can still be footlong frank. I'll be frank. And I'm sick of it. I am tired of kind of the petulant back and forth, the childish back and forths that seem to be going on between these professionals in the paranormal field.
Many of which we've had on our show.
Right. And okay, how can we preface this, Mike? We're going to be upfront. And again, Frank, you're footlong Frank, and I'll be franker lips, Mahoney.
Yeah. Franker lips.
we don't want to sound disrespectful towards anybody because we respect.
I shall call you Wanker Frank.
I shall call you Wanker Lips Mahoney.
No.
We don't want to be disrespectful to anyone in this field.
Yes.
I mean, and we have very strong opinions. Trust us, we do.
Mm-hmm.
As to like our preferences, our beliefs, our theories, our dare I say favorites, out there.
The colors that we enjoy the most.
Yes, 100%.
Fine cream dessert. Things like that.
And some people might say, well, you guys, you're not sharing your thoughts, your true opinions. You're cowardly, and why not draw a line down the middle and state which side of the fence you're on? Well, I'll tell you why. Because of what I already mentioned. I think it's kind of rude, personally, to start calling out people that you disagree with publicly.
Mm-hmm.
It can be seen as disrespectful. Even if you disagree wholeheartedly with somebody, you can still do it respectfully. You can perhaps maybe, dare I say, converse about it, talk about it. And you don't sit there and call out people publicly, social media, what have you, regardless of whomever may be your quote unquote favorites. And I'm tired of the back and forth. And it's kind of coincidental that I was getting so fired up about it today because I mentioned this to you as a potential discussion topic, a topic for discussion. And you said, I think that's great because this has really been on my mind a lot lately.
It has.
And this is going back like the last couple episodes we've recorded. You have brought it up where it says you've been feeling this kind of just this negativity, right? Can you kind of describe how you've been feeling? Because you've casually brought it up, but let us know again, like what's been on your mind when it comes to all this kind of, I don't know, this paranormal descent.
Yeah, it's like nitpicky little childish rants back and forth of somebody's been disrespected, or they say this about one person, or I don't understand it. I don't, but it's just a lot, and it goes way back.
It goes way back.
It just seems like there's like kind of an uptick all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's going to stay on this upward trend or not, who knows? But I hope not.
Has like paranormal programming, has it become like too big for its own britches? I mean, is it the success itself creating these awkward dynamics? I mean, I think we can agree that perhaps the popularity of paranormal programming peaked years ago. It's kind of waning, or it's kind of fading a little bit, but it's still hugely successful.
If I look at, back years before, like when the only time we could watch anything of a paranormal type show was around Halloween,
Right.
There's that window there. But, it's growing to the point, of course, where, we have it every day, whatever time of the day we want it.
On every format.
In every format, exactly. So it's still so huge. Maybe it's leveled out, but I don't think it's dropped in any.
Yeah, leveled out is probably a better way of. Yeah, leveled out is probably a better way of putting it.
And
but it's like we've talked about this so often too, Mike. But has it reached a point of oversaturation? For years ago we could have said it's oversaturated. It's like, has it lost its impact a little bit? Has it created these factions almost because it became so, easily accessible, and everyone had their followers, everyone had their social media pages, everyone had their TikToks and all that, their YouTube followers and subscribers, and it's just becoming like a more of a competition than everyone just being a community trying to, doing what they are passionate about, searching for the paranormal.
Right.
It's about, no, I'm going to get more hits than you. I'm going to get more views than you. And I'm going to put your methods down, and I'm going to call you out in public if you irritate me because I'm a little baby or whatever.
I've seen that. Like you and I, when we first started this years ago in Park Rapids there, and,
years ago.
And we had, the sites up, like the, what was big back then before Facebook? What was that called?
MySpace,
yeah.
Heck yeah.
We built up the paranormal MySpace spot,
Oh, it was so much fun back then.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And, you'd post, I remember us posting things like from my house that I lived in where we got like the little fingerprints and that.
Yes.
Yes. And I remember this one guy, I think they thought they were some big, they're like up there with ghost hunters, but they're just like the rest of the, and this is like the beginning, or just at the beginning of where ghost hunting teams were becoming a dime a dozen.
You're right.
Everybody coming out of every piece of woodwork, we are a ghost hunting team, and they pattered themselves after taps all the time.
For sure.
But I remember when we had posted those little fingerprints, I remember this one guy, he was like the leader of some big ghost hunting whatever somewhere, and and he said something to the effect of, well, you can't say that those are child's fingerprints because there's no context for size there. Well,
for sure.
We could have put a quarter next to it or something. Who knows?
Yes.
Or we could have put our hand next to it, but we were talking from what we have captured, what we experienced,
what we knew.
Yep. But the first thing they do is try to knock you down.
100. Isn't that something?
Is it?
I don't think you've ever told me that, by the way. I'm sure you did back in the day, but I don't recall that at all.
Well, I remember this guy bothered you too, because whenever he would type out he put out something, and if he was talking about something of ours, like, their group or whatever.
Did he spell it A-R-E?
And he spelled it A-R-E all.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. I kind of got a little spark of a memory there. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yep, because I was like, I guarantee that's what it was.
Yeah.
We're on our way. Oh, it's like, come on, buddy.
Yeah. But, and I hate to say it like this dime a dozen thing, because people are passionate about this and they love it.
Yes.
So I'm not downgrading, what they're doing and how they want to do it or anything. But
I mean, let's be frank though, too. Truthfully speaking, Footlong Frank, and I'll be franker lips again. I keep saying that. So, they have to at least acknowledge that they were heavily, heavily influenced by the success of TAPS and Ghost Hunters.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way around that. That was a long time ago when that show became a phenomenon, and it was a big deal. I mean, you and I would gather at the, at work the next day and talk about last night's Ghost Hunters episode. It's just what you did. It was such a cool thing to watch. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that there weren't investigative teams before then, tens of years before that either, but the success of TAPS provided so much more opportunities for these other groups to become successful, to have more exposure, so to speak.
Yeah. But they came out with this great format, great routine, great, techniques, the equipment and everything. It's like everybody wanted to be that had any interest in paranormal.
Yes. Oh, for sure.
Activity, and we did the same thing. I mean,
we did the same thing. We were talking about having a YouTube channel back in 2010 or wherever the hell it was.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Down in that creepy basement.
Never did it, obviously.
Yeah. It would have been fun though, but hey, look at where we're at now and what we've been doing. So it's,
and again, I want to make it perfectly clear too, before people start getting pissed off at us, but yes, we're old school and we are huge fans of Ghost Hunters. And we realize that a lot of this drama involves some cast members from Ghost Hunters, and it's frustrating. It's maddening. And you just want to put a cap on it and stop it. It's like, what's going on here? You guys are bigger than this, be above it. Nobody's perfect. We understand that. Going back years ago, original cast members of Ghost Hunters had a lot of grievances about how they were treated on the show, and they're saying that Jason and Grant were control freaks and such this and such that and stuff, and they were forced out. And some of them were friends on our MySpace pages, Mike, like Donna LaCroix. Lisa, I'm drawing a blank on Lisa's last name. I'm sorry, Lisa, but it was so fun because they would actually interact with us on MySpace. Right.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, I love it.
It was very, very cool.
Yeah, and then it got worse with the Brian Hornois situation.
The Hornois, yes. And in case you don't know who that is, boys and girls, that is Mr. Dude Run.
Yeah. Oh, yes. The original Ghost Hunters, but I mean, they were having a lot of problems with him, and he was having problems with his girlfriend, and he was trying to keep that together, and he's trying to keep going with the show, and he, I would still love to have the guy on an episode. I really would.
Oh, I know. I think it'd be a fantastic conversation. I hope he's doing well. It is so hard to find anything about him. I don't know what the hell's up with Mr. Brian, but he's definitely made an impact in the paranormal community, in the history of paranormal investigations, for sure.
Yeah.
Dude Run. I mean, I have it on the soundboard, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pull it up right now out of respect.
And I still, since I don't know how many episodes it was ago that we kind of mentioned it, and I still have my handwritten little sign up here on my podcast spot. Don't do a dude run.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And then underneath it, I have Brian Hornois.
Hornois. I just love how you pronounce that name.
I don't know. How do you really?
Hornois. I always thought it was like Hanoi or something like that, but I could be butchering it too.
At the end, yeah.
Yes. Hey, if anyone knows and they want to inform us and cure us of our ignorance, please feel free to do so.
Give Patrick a call at.
Yes. Give me a call at Wankerlips 1-900 Wankerlips Mahoney.
Yeah.
How do we want to dive into this, Mike? There's so many different ways we could go about.
Well, if you
want drama in the paranormal community. Yeah, I'm sorry, I spoke over you.
Oh no, I was starting to speak over you, I think. But anyway, I think the first big thing that we were noticing, of course, was the Zach Baggins thing, with Nick Groff and and all.
Yes,
a lot of issues going on there. I don't even know if I've even heard the whole or read the whole story about.
We actually spoke quite extensively about that. It might have been on a Patreon episode. There's never really been a fully fledged explanation as to what that feud came about. There are rumors on both sides. The same thing can be said about like the alleged breakup between the
Beatles.
The Beatles, for sure. Dakota Layden's group. We had that whole group on the show. There's awesome to talk with. Why am I drawing a blank on their name? Destination Fear.
Right.
The whole breakup between Zach, because he's the one who, quote unquote, kind of gave them their big break. And then now there's a feud between those guys and Zach for whatever reason. It's like, we had such a good time talking to the cast members.
Great group.
Great group. Fun. And it's like, we don't want to dispute their side of the story at all, but then you hear the other side of what's going on and it makes them sound like they're on the wrong. We're not in the middle of this, Mike. We have no idea what's going on, but it's another perfect example of just negativity that's splitting the community down the middle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I realize that Zach is such a hugely polarizing figure in the paranormal community. He's arguably the most well-known. I mean, I think that's probably safe to say. Would you say that? The most successful for sure,
most
financially.
Yeah. The most promotional of
the most promotional. Sure. Talk about drama. I mean, say what you will about their investigations. I'm a fan. I know we've made fun of them throughout the years, good-naturedly. They've caught some amazing evidence. You might disagree with their methods, the provoking the spirits and all that. I don't agree with that, but that's just my take. I think that's your take as well.
Absolutely, yeah. But I do want to say about,
yes, before I go on a rant, yes, jump in, interject, please.
I was going to say, go back to Destination Fear for a second now. If, most people probably know, but after they were canceled, which was, I think, did they even make it to the season? Because when they were on our episode, they were promoting like their next season.
Their upcoming season. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Did they even have that season, or was it canceled before that?
No. No, they had their season, their episodes released for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
For sure.
And they were done. Yeah.
Right. But again, I don't want to I don't want to sound whiny myself, but an aspect of all this drama, Mike, within the paranormal community, I feel like it's unfair to us as fans. I don't want to sound whiny. Oh my gosh, I hope I'm not coming across as whiny, but I feel like it's forcing us to pick and choose,
Yeah.
And I don't want to pick and choose. I want it to be the community. They're all in this for the same reason. Ostensibly, they're in it for the same reason. Maybe they aren't deep down inside.
But with everything else, that's people in for the same reason, no matter what it is. If it's something that all of a sudden, or from the beginning, it's like a competition with them to see who can get the best and who can get the most, and who can get the creepiest stuff. And then if somebody else finds it before them, then there's jealousy, and then there's this and that going back on podcasts. And podcasts are a part of this as well, where
100% they are.
People are talking this crap, against other groups.
If you have, thankfully we have loyal listeners who've been with us forever.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about any other successful paranormal podcast out there who have loyal listeners. Well, guess what? The loyal listeners, a lot of times, their opinions will be swayed by what the podcast host of their favorite podcast is telling or is sharing themselves.
True.
Not always, obviously, but it's a very potential reality. Very real potential, I should say.
Right. And we don't want to push anybody to one direction or the other at all. We
absolutely
can talk about everything, and everybody can form their own opinion and join whatever team they wish to support.
100%. 100%. That's another teeny tiny aspect about it that's just beyond irritating, is like the ghost hunting factions, the ghost hunting teams who disparage others and their methods of investigating, or the quote unquote evidence they get, again, isn't it all this? Everything is on an equal plane of disputability, right?
Yeah.
You can argue that any of that this is legit and that isn't. Well, no, there's no real proof. There isn't. You have to be honest about that. It's not quote unquote proof, regardless of what you capture, especially if you show it to a pseudo skeptic. No, they're not going to believe it no matter what.
No matter what.
And yes, by the way, that's our little mini feud. Mike, remember when Dave Schrader made fun of me for using the term pseudo skeptic?
Yeah.
He's like, well, that's just called a cynic. That's a cynic. I was like, well, no, that's there's a difference. There's a difference. Trust me, there's a huge difference.
Yeah. Pseudo skeptics have their own category.
They're not skeptical at all. They just don't believe. Well, you're wrong and they're right. That's how it is.
Pseudo skeptic. It means what? A fake.
A fake skeptic.
Fake.
Yes.
Yeah. They're the skeptic. They're just
you and I are open-minded skeptics.
Sure. Because we aren't going to believe everything.
No. So to call yourself the skeptic, you have to at least be open to the possibility that there is something maybe there.
Right.
Okay, I don't want to go down that road either, because that's oh boy, we could go off on
that road
on
looks a little muddy from here. So
it's a little muddy for sure. Mike, there are other aspects of all this paranormal drama that just really get to me. I'm trying to think of a proper order to take them here, to take them on. We've talked about it fairly recently. There's controversy about this company that is purchasing historic, allegedly haunted buildings, historical venues, and so forth, and really kind of shaking them up, redoing them, making them more "quote unquote" modern.
Yeah,
attempting to make more money off of them. Essentially,
definitely money grabbers. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for seeing these historical places preserved and saved.
Preserved is a different thing, right?
Yeah,
exactly,
totally different. But yeah, they are just taking so much away from people that that can't always afford to go on a great overnight ghost hunting adventure. But this, with like McIntyre, like their last purchase they made, we were able to go over there and have that great night.
Yes.
Fantastic night. But then right after that, if we would have tried, it would have been $1,700 for the night.
Yep. And everything is being so redone. It's turned into a bed and breakfast, essentially. A
gift shop.
Gift shop. Yeah. Regardless, hey, more power to them. Okay. We wish everybody success. Yeah. But that's another part of all this underlying drama. That's just it's building such this current of negativity, Mike. It's almost like the pink slime in Ghostbusters 2 that's forming under the city, New York, just because of all the negativity. I feel like there's something like that happening because you have now the faction that is totally on the side of, renovating and changing and doing this and that, and then the other ones who want to preserve it and accusing the new owners of basically ripping them off, and not allowing them to have proper overnight investigations because there's other people in the building still doing their thing.
Yeah,
and photos of a toilet seat with fecal matter on it, which apparently was taken when this one group arrived for their overnight.
It was poop. It was straight up
right.
Poop.
But the other people deny it. The owners, they say no, and that's not possible. That was not there. Well, where the hell did the frickin' picture come from?
Yeah.
Well, then you didn't have a proper timestamp on that photo of the poop on the toilet seat, so therefore it's blah blah blah.
Yeah, and these people probably have lawyers, that they have.
For sure.
Cover their butts and everything, and I don't know. We still have to have Steph on. I mean, I know
we will. We absolutely have to.
Control that we've had to reschedule, but
yes,
it's very important that we get her on. And she's.
And I don't want to say anything. Oh, she's excited for sure to do it. And I don't want to risk it, but I'm going to risk it right now. Knock on wood. Bam, bam, bam. It seems like our conferencing software here has been running fine for the last 2 recordings.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll be able to. Hopefully that will continue, and we're definitely going to have Steph on. No doubt about it.
Who's Steph?
Maybe I'm Steph on it, not Stefan.
Oh, Stefan.
As a matter of fact, I might reach out to her the moment we're done recording here to set up another date.
It's got to be done. Absolutely.
And then, Mike, aside from all, I get flustered. You can tell I'm getting flustered. Yeah. My train of thought just like it stops. I feel like this thud in my head. Boom! Oh, there's my train of thought that just ran into my skull.
You have beads of bloody sweat coming off of your
a little bit. Right, exactly. You hush, computer, Mike. It's not that funny. This is my train of thought after it runs into my skull. Oh, there it went. Right there. There's another aspect, Mike, and we're going to get to more of these kind of petty feuds. Trust me, that's the whole point of this discussion. There's also that undercurrent of negativity when it comes to quote unquote what's referred to as the quote unquote gatekeepers of paranormal investigations and kind of the new blood. And by the new blood, whatever, I'm talking about the flipping TikTok pages that have come out of nowhere, who have millions of followers, who have the most dramatic, kind of ridiculous, hyped up, this is the scariest demonic evidence ever recorded on, and it's whatever the hell it may be, versus kind of old school investigators who are, quite frankly, here I say again, quite frankly. Okay, every time I say it, quite frankly, in this episode, go back to the beginning, take a shot, you're going to be drunk within 20 minutes. Lost my train of thought. Boom. Hit the skull again. Sorry, where was I going, Mike? Oh, there it is.
That's usually my job to do that.
No, those like the gate, kind of referred to as the gatekeepers, like the old school investigators. Mm-hmm. I'm going to pull up my notes here. I was trying to do this off the top of my head, but my train of thought has proved me that I can't do it. I need to look at my reminders. Bear with me, if you don't mind.
Bearing with.
I am bearing with? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I am. I'm barren. Kind of. Yeah, I guess it's referred to here as internet culture and clout chasing. Whereas veteran figures in the paranormal field, like Jason Haas, who's been on our show many years ago, and we've had pleasant interactions with him. No negativity as far as we know, but of course, with his name's been thrown out there as well, and we'll talk about that. People like Jason Haas have publicly addressed how the rise of short-form video platforms, again, like TikTok and all those clips that go viral, has done nothing but degrade traditional paranormal fieldwork by turning earnest historical or psychological investigations into viral, clout-driven performance art. Performance art is the key right there.
Right, exactly. Well, and that stuff like that is what made Jason and them say, screw this.
Yes.
You know, they weren't having it anymore.
Well, they were pushed. I mean, definitely Travel Channel was pushing them to be more dramatic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's safe to say that.
And they wanted to be legit, just pure legit.
Yes.
That's, that's their whole thing. So,
yeah, the viral sensation that drives me bananas. Before we even visited the Boyd House, Mike, it might have been the second time we visited the Boyd House. I was watching some other investigative groups, couple clips, who have been at the Boyd House. I believe we talked about it on an episode as well, because that fired me up. I was so irritated by it because we had already been there and we have experienced the Boyd House and the atmosphere. And their like little thumbnail for their YouTube page, I mean, it got my attention. It worked, but it was like Minnesota's Demon House was like how it described it. And the few little clips that they were showing, they were just screaming, Mike. The lights were out. Every little tiny thing they heard, it sounded like they were getting shot in the face with a freaking howitzer. It was ridiculous how, yes, quote unquote, dramatic they were.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe their night was. Maybe they got assaulted by demons at the Boyd House. I don't know. We went there and I was like, okay, this is a cool old house. That was.
We had fun with cat balls there.
We had fun with cat balls. We had some kind of pleasant activity with some of the cat ball lights.
Between a cat ball and a trike.
Now, am I sounding like whiny, Mike, right there? Or am I sounding? God, what's the term? I'm drawing a blank on the term right now. Just really uber picky, and am I being hypocritical at all? Because
I don't think so.
It irritates the hell out of me.
Yeah. When
I see that over dramatization for such things. Well, yeah. Because my mind goes 1,000 different ways, and one of them goes like, this does not help credibility at all. This does not help the credibility of the field, the scientific nature of paranormal investigation, right?
Exactly.
And you say what you will about scientific nature. People are probably scoffing at me for saying that right now because there's no proven scientific methods. I get it. See, I'm already getting flushes. I'm going all over the place. But it really does dampen lessen the credibility, makes it harder for legit investigators to do their job properly when they're competing with dramatic shit like that. Is that fair?
Oh, absolutely. And it goes to even the smallest point that really, and when they first started doing this, I'm like, what the hell? And it just irritates me to this day. When you go to YouTube to watch some videos or whatever, like I do watch a lot of Project Fear and Destination Fear on YouTube, and we got rid of our cable. I don't know if I told you.
Right. Yes.
But anyway, and then you see the little clips that you can click on to watch, but they've got these shocked, surprised looks on their faces that are so obviously fake and exaggerated. 100%. Those irritate, as little as that is, it just irritates the shit out of me.
I agree with you 195%. And again, we loved talking to Dakota and the gang on the episode. They were so nice, and so they didn't have to talk with us, but they did. And they were totally came across as sincere, cool, passionate people, but their little thumbnails, they're definitely guilty of doing that, because everywhere you see every clip of theirs.
Yep. I've seen Jason's face the same thing on
for sure.
But
usually Jason, it seems like the ones I've seen with Jason Haas, he usually looks like he's constipated or something. Or he's just like really like, he's like ornery Jason. But we love you, Jason. I'm teasing you wholeheartedly, of course.
Maybe it's all fake. Maybe it's all just AI generated. Who knows?
But they're in control of it, though. I mean, they're not going to let that be posted if they're not aware of that. And if they don't, if I wouldn't like something like that to be put out there unless I did it, or if I was approving of it. So obviously they did it or they approve it. So
the next YouTube video that we do, let's do that. That's how we'll present it.
Okay, then we'll be and we'll be hypocrites then. That's fine. No, hey, are ones hypocritical if they admit to being hypocrites? Ponder.
No, we could say that we are doing this just as a rebellion against these things, and make it look so disturbingly ridiculous that yes, we are making fun of what these people do.
Isn't this funny?
A YouTube video.
Because that's exactly, I think that's what we're going to do for this thumbnail, Mike. I'm going to try my best to make a cartoony, dramatic face of you and I making our dramatic cartoon faces. And the title is going to be something like in big giant red letters, drama within the paranormal community, whatever the hell I'm going to end up titling it. Mm-hmm. So, hey, we'll give it a shot. Maybe it'll get us, maybe we'll get up to 10 views on YouTube. Well, who knows?
You never know.
We might be hypocrites right now because we're sounding very, very nitpicky and kind of dramatic ourselves.
Yeah, it's starting to give me cramping feeling in my
right. See what I'm saying? Just the nature of it. The nature of it is negative. And just the fact that we're talking about it shows you that we have been affected by it.
Yes. Negativity begets negativity.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Mike, I want to share those screenshots that I shared with you. Just as one example, and I don't know what is going on. Now, we have had we had a blast. We had an honor of talking with Adam Berry and Amy Bruni on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, absolutely. Years ago.
Great couple of people. And okay, while it's on my brain, before I forget, another side tangent. Back in the day, Mike, booking guests on shows just like ours, 1,000 times easier than it's been within the last 3 to 4 years. Yeah, and what happened there? There has to be something that's going on. Now, again, some listener out there who doesn't like us, it always makes me wonder. It's like when you listen to us and you don't like us, and you don't like us so much, you leave a negative post. Why don't you just not listen? Yeah. Yeah.
Do you like being angry, or I don't know. Anyways, the notion that, let me see, how am I going to phrase this without sounding like a moron? It's difficult. Trust me, it's difficult. long story short, I'll make it simple. It was a hell of a lot easier. You could reach out to people. You could contact them. You can contact their agents. You can contact their booking, agents, whatever.
Some directly. I mean,
so a lot of them directly, and that is flipping seemingly impossible now.
Right.
Does that have anything to do with the kind of the tight lid that seems to be put upon the paranormal community?
What are they hiding?
Is it all about, of course, we're not paying people to be on this tiny little show. We wouldn't be capable of doing that. Is it coming down to money? Is that what it is? It's like, well, I mean, as good-natured as not good-natured, as well-intended as potential guests could be, does it come down to, well, are we going to make money on the show or not? Is that what it's coming down to? Because it's become such a competition.
That doesn't come down to it for us.
No, absolutely not. It does. And again, I'm not whining. We're not a popular show. We're not hugely successful. I get it. It's not easy to get guests on a show that's not well known. Okay, that's just how it is.
Well, and that's understandable.
But it was back in the day. It just isn't anymore.
I mean, but when you think about it, if unless they really check out our show before they agree to, like the Travel Channel, when you'd have to get a hold of the Travel Channel or the producers and stuff, do you think that they just, oh, sure, and then they put us on without checking out our what kind of content we have?
The one thing, Mike, that I've thought of was because, it was so cool. I used to be in contact with several Travel Channel reps, and they would suggest guests and they would book them. It was so fun and neat.
And we met that one at that Duluth.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. She wasn't a Travel Channel one, though. She had her own booking.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Agency itself. But Lindsay Center is who we're talking about, in case people are wondering. Wonderful gal. Now you made me lose my train of thought. Where was I going?
That's what I do.
Thanks, Footlong Frank with Chili. Booking guests, obviously, and reaching out, and it's becoming very, very difficult to do so. Oh, that's where I was going to go. Was a thought that popped in my brain was maybe perhaps someone at the Travel Channel actually did waste some of their time and listen to our show. And then they're like, okay, take them off the mailing list. No more. Get rid of these guys. I don't know. Maybe that's what happened. I have no idea.
But you can keep the Talk of Jericho contact information.
There you go. Right. For sure. Open invite on Jericho's end, by the way, because all we have to do is reach out to him with a cool topic and we can get on the show again.
Every once in a while, that pops up to your head. What should we do?
It does, but then I immediately go like, you know what? Let's just end on a good note. The Ted Bundy episode was pretty good.
That was better than good. That was awesome.
By the way, if you are a longtime listener, or I shouldn't even say if you're a longtime listener, if you've made it this far, God bless you. And if you want to support the podcast, if you've been enjoying what you've listened to so far, no better way to support the podcast than to check out our Patreon page. A hell of a lot of content.
And if you like foot-long hot dogs with chili.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Yes. Continuing as Wanker Lips Mahoney, if you want to support the podcast, check out the Patreon page. Tons and tons and tons of exclusive content. That's Paranormal Zone Patreon page. 113 Paranormal Zone episodes available only on the Patreon page. Well, there's a few that I've published, but the majority of them, at least 100, available exclusively, including Mike, our paranormal adventures to places such as the McIntyre Villa, the Boyd House, the Sally House, some of our audio and video captures, our Retro and Randoms Pop Culture podcast,
and more road trips to come.
More road trips to come. Our Wicked Legacies True Crime podcast. I'm telling you, you can sign up for as little as $1. You can also check it out for free. There is quite a bit free content available on the Paranormal Zone Patreon page, including some interesting tidbits about our ventures on Mr. Chris Jericho's podcast. So that's what sparked that memory. So thank you for my our necessarily evil plug.
You enjoy doing it.
I don't. I hate it. I absolutely despise it, especially because Mike sits back and he looks like he's about ready to vomit every time. He can tell when I'm going to go on a rant about the Patreon page.
I'm just patiently waiting for you to finish the all-important plug.
All right. Going on to what sparked this idea. It was something that the aforementioned Adam Berry posted.
Mm-hmm.
a couple days ago. I think it was on his Facebook page. And I took screenshot of it. I took screenshots of this and then a response posted by some other name in the paranormal world.
I'm going to bring that up real quick so we can kind of
yes.
be on the same page here.
And the only thing I can gather, which is what set some people off, is a particular emoji that Adam shared in his post. I think that riled people up. It offended some. So this is what Adam posted. He said,
yes.
And if you don't know Adam and Amy Bruni, Adam Berry and Amy Bruni, former Ghost Hunter cast members, now with their own very successful Kindred Spirits paranormal show. He posted, I just found out that the Cripple Creek 2027, I believe he's talking about Paracon, isn't having me back. And he put like a kind of a weird, like, confused face emoji. They are having Nick, Tessa, Jay, Sherry, ... like, then he put a vomiting emoji. So I'm thinking, he goes, I'm disappointed and a tad confused. I was so encouraging and supportive of their first event. We had a great turnout as well. Feels like a slap in the face. Have to find some event to do that weekend now. So that's what he posted. So apparently he didn't get an invite back to this paranormal event at Cripple Creek for next year. And the names he threw out were Nick, as in Nick Groff, Jay, as in, I'm assuming, Jason Hawes, right. Jason's partner, Ghost Hunter's partner, Sherry, and Nick's wife / paranormal investigator partner, Tessa.
Oh, Sherry, that must be
I can't pronounce her last name. Don't make me say it right now.
Okay.
She's a member of the Ghost Hunters. She's a member of Jason's faction.
Okay. I was thinking Sherry Lewis with lamb chops, but I was way off.
No.
But anyway.
Okay, just laugh for Mike to make him feel better. Okay, thank you, computer.
It would be pretty cool if she showed up. She's been dead for a while.
Yeah, that'd be impressive.
Yeah.
That'd be absolutely impressive.
Make sure to bring your cameras. Sherry Lewis is going to make a special presentation.
So the aforementioned Nick Groff posted, again, former Ghost Adventures co-founder with Mr. Zach Bagans, who's gone on to do several of his own paranormal programs. And he wrote in response, or I should say he made his own post, and he said, Adam Berry, and I'm just going to read this verbatim here, okay?
Yes.
Or word for word. Adam Berry publicly brought my name and my wife, Tessa Groff, her name, into his complaint about not being invited back to Cripple Creek Paracon 2027. This is following him and Amy Bruni's, I think he means his, and Amy Bruni's long-standing pattern of pathetic behavior toward myself and others in this industry for quite some time. So, let me make this crystal clear. None of us had anything to do with Adam not being invited back. In fact, I didn't even know Jason Hawes and Sherry, I can't pronounce her last name right now.
Debenedetti.
Sorry, Sherry, I really am. I didn't know Jason or Sherry were appearing at the event with Tessa and me. Tessa and myself, Tessa and I, but that's whatever.
All right, you don't need a grammar check.
Yay. Unfortunately, I've had to deal with Amy and Adam's attacks, poor behavior at events, false accusations and narratives, and then watching them play victims afterward. Amy Bruni has made accusations about me in the past that I know to be false because I personally lived through the circumstances and know what happened behind the scenes. Amy isn't part of Adam's post, but Adam and Amy have worked hand in hand professionally and personally for years. I've personally known them and dealt with them over the years. Their fans may believe the false narrative they've given, but people inside the industry, including myself, know there is a very different story behind the scenes. If you're not being invited back to events, maybe take a look at yourself and your own behavior. Stop blaming other people. I'm done allowing victim narratives and social media posts to drag my name into situations I had absolutely nothing to do with. All right. Do you think that what Adam posted, again, we're naive. We don't know. We don't know these alleged behind the scenes shenanigans that Amy and Adam have allegedly been throwing out there.
Right.
But my gosh, that threw Nick into a tiffy.
It did. And, you know, the parts that when you stopped reading,
yes.
it's like he's whining about, I don't want to say that either.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Not have a legit thing, but he also wrote, I'm done allowing victim narratives and social media posts to drag my name into situations I had absolutely nothing to do with.
Yeah.
I've stayed quiet about a lot over the years, but silence should never be mistaken for weakness. Mm-hmm. Enough is enough. I know what has gone on. I know the facts, and I have the receipts.
Right.
So I would love to see these receipts. I would love to have him explain exactly what's going on here so everybody knows and everybody can decide what to think for themselves.
And this is where it gets so maddening and so frustrated, Mike. Again, we can only go by our personal interaction with Amy and Adam, right? That's basically all we have. We met them briefly at a Paracon, and we were lucky enough to talk with them on a really super fun episode of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And they seemed like genuinely nice, sincere people, right?
Very.
So when you hear stuff coming from Nick where he says like their behavior at such events, and they should take a look at themselves, particularly Adam, and step back, look at how you act. I've dealt with their behind the scenes attacks. And what are people like you and I supposed to think? Are we supposed to automatically believe Nick? Or are we supposed to kind of side with Adam and Amy because they're the ones that we've briefly interacted with? I hate it because it feels like, again, we're forced to choose.
Exactly.
And I don't want to choose. I want to respect everybody. I don't want to feel like I'm taking sides, but I will say this. I have reached out to Nick in the past to be on the show, and it never got any whiff of a response ever. This goes back years and years and years. And I don't know the man. He seems to be kind of quiet, kind of a I don't want to say humble person. I don't know if he's humble or not. Some of the photos that he posts of he and his wife, boy, they sure they're like, look at us, hello. But again, maybe I'm just jealous. They're an attractive couple, so I'm just jealous. I don't know.
I think he's almost as humble as Zach Bagans.
Zach, okay, right.
I mean, there is a difference there.
And that goes, and again, the Zach and Nick feud, the breakup, what is behind that, and Nick has never really come forth or said he's really been obscure and kind of he'll kind of touch on it from what I've looked at, why he left, what caused the breakup, but he's never crystal clear about what's going on. So it's like, well,
more mysterious than anything.
Yeah, and I'm drawing a blank on the proper wording here, but I don't think Zach has ever spoke on it, ever.
Yeah.
As far as I know. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, listeners. I don't know if he's ever even mentioned it. Maybe on social media he's posted something that we've missed. But again, he's probably like, well, I'm still Zach Bagans and I'm on the highest rated show ever, and I'm not going to get involved in this right now. But what did I say in my response to you, Mike? And again, it was my initial kind of passionate response after I shared those screenshots with you. I was like, overreaction, basically. And it's like, boy, calm down, buddy.
Yeah.
But it's frustrating because who are you to believe? And what's going on? And if you're going to throw that out there towards people like Adam and Amy, well, like you said, can you maybe clarify a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Can you maybe call out Amy and Adam you guys can clear your grievances out a little bit, maybe? I'm not saying you have to do it publicly, but the behind the scenes stuff and posting the negativity online, it drives me bananas.
Yeah. At least let us find out if there is some kind of unity in the paranormal community.
Yes, right. Exactly. Can you just imagine? You hear horror stories about, I was going to share that again, or not share it again. I was going to share another little screenshot I took from another former ghost hunter Brandy Green. Do you remember Brandy? She was on Ghost Hunters International. She might have made some appearances on Ghost Hunters. I'm not sure.
I do remember. Yeah.
But she was actually commenting on this. Yeah, here's her little post. Brandy Green of Ghost Hunters International. And she's like, paranormal and the drama in the paranormal is nothing new. And we kind of mentioned that earlier. It's going on for flipping ever. Such things were happening as far back as the Fox sisters in the 1800s, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Houdini and Doyle at the turn of the century and all the way up until now. She said it was horrible when I was on Ghost Hunters International. She says, if you had any idea how many personal messages, in addition to comments, I would get from quote unquote fans of the show that told me that they wish I would go kill myself because they hated my voice, you'd be shocked. Then she goes, or maybe you wouldn't be. As a side note, she says, also, if you ever find yourself on TV, don't read the reviews. I totally get it.
Yeah.
I've tried to stop reading reviews as a podcast host.
Well, if you get a bad, you read a bad review that we get, then you're done for like a week. At least.
Mike, you have to admit, I've gotten so much better to the point where I don't even give a shit. I really
definitely
don't.
Have, yeah.
But I'll be honest, that those first initial terrible ones really did bug the hell out of me. I mean, it was like a personal attack. It really was. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like, who the hell is this fucker? And sorry, there's a bad word. Sorry, but you have such little life that you find it imperative to attack 3 people you don't know at all and nitpick every little thing about them on the show that you don't like and post publicly about how ridiculous you think we are. Again, maybe you need to step back and look in the mirror. I mean, it's just like, just don't listen to the show. Unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Give us a 1-star review. That's all you need.
Yeah, exactly.
But people can be very, 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 very hateful.
But there are also people that go online just hunting for stuff like this to be this way. They're just
for sure.
Internet trolls where they'll, this looks fun. Let's see how much problems I can cultivate with this one.
Yeah, because they have nothing better to do.
Yeah, and they enjoy it. But I don't know.
Brandy also mentioned, additionally, for just as long, other paranormal, quote, investigators and certain ghost hunting personalities have been equally or even more maniacal. Back in my day, one well-known individual worked tirelessly to get me fired from a show they weren't even on. Some individuals would even make certain that I didn't get booked for events, and more often than not, those event organizers were kissing up to those individuals for clout.
Who is saying this now?
This is Brandy going on.
Yeah, got it.
I've seen people complaining about similar things now, or a show cast member complaining that another show's lead cast member got their show canceled. Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, we love Destination Fear, but that's exactly what a lot of rumors out there was saying, is that Zach got them canceled because he was worried that they were getting too popular, and he had to put them in their place. Well, Zach's the king.
In Dakota, I mean, that was another one that Zach brought out to the, to the attention of the paranormal community. He was he ran a camera for Zach, I think, for
100%,
and did work with him.
That's I personally just I don't know, and you can make fun of me out there if you're a listener and you disagree with
people do.
Oh, I know. No, trust me, I know.
No,
but I can't for the life of me feel at the level of success that Zach Bagans is. I cannot imagine him even thinking twice about other shows becoming even remotely close to the level of success that his shows have been.
There's no threat there. I mean, there's
no threat.
Really good shows, but that's another thing. I mean, let there be other good shows. I mean, the more paranormal shows that we have that direct themselves to the truth and finding the truth in a fun, exciting way. I mean, just everybody. Let's just everybody enjoy it. I mean,
100%.
It's just tainting it by the stupid, petty crap that goes on between, whether it's jealousy or for some reason they don't like this person for whatever stupid reason. It's
petty. It's like you said, it's petty.
But we're going to find it in everything. It's not just the paranormal world. That's the thing. That's just the way this world is too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And we'll wrap it up here in a couple minutes. I feel drained already.
Yeah.
But there's two factions as well, as far as like, again, kind of these viral short clip TikTok-y investigators out there, and they're sensationalized clips, and some people go as far as saying that sacred grounds are being exploited.
Yeah.
And there's no real paranormal passion. There's no real investigative paranormal passion that's going on. There's just being faked, sensationalized clips, kind of desecrating, exploiting, kind of, for lack of a better word, sacred, haunted sites.
Yeah.
To get more views, to get more clicks, to get more hits. There are some people. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was going to say there's a certain level of that I feel, going up to Standing Rock. Are we respectful enough? I mean, there's like over 100, people buried there.
Yes.
Every
time we're up there, Mike.
Place.
Every time we're up there, we talk about that, and we always make that super clear. Like when we're doing our spirits box sessions or whatever we're doing, we're like, we are not here. We are here with the utmost respect,
right? Exactly,
and we're not here to cause anything negative, obviously. And I think you have to do that. We don't make our clips these dramatic, sensationalized. I don't take photos of you, Mike, with, a bloody knife coming down upon your head above the rock at Standing Rock, and demon at Standing Rock, just to get, some viral clip going. Too many people do that, and it irritates the F out of me.
Yeah. And then we have that one where we had a run-in with demonic cows that took over our
That's
souls.
Right.
We were possessed the whole time we were there by these cows.
Oh, that's so funny that you said that. Because that's another thing too. There's such a frequent clash between like highly staged or highly production units that make shit look good. And again, Ghost Adventures, I'm a fan. I love it. They have the money to do this, but I do get one of my pet peeves about it is that they do way too many dramatizations on their own. And when they're reenacting stuff, like let's say like the group is at an old Western ghost town saloon, whatever, and they all dress up in the old 1800s garb or whatever it is. And I mean, there's so much stuff that you can point out that you can nitpick, and I get it.
Well, didn't they even get drunk at a saloon one time?
Yes. Well, they didn't get drunk. It was oh my God, Jay got drunk, and because they were taking shots while they're doing an investigation, and Zach made them take a sobriety test during the episode.
That's
Do you remember that?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my gosh, it's so flippin' funny.
Yeah.
And say what you will about ghost hunting gadgets. That's a whole other avenue.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, and people get pissed off about that. It's like,
right. That's why it's like just choose your favorite and go with it.
Somebody using a phone app. I mean, that doesn't give anybody a reason to say, well, you're an idiot for doing that. Those don't work.
100%. It's the same. I mean, and I'll be the first to admit it, Mike. I don't personally enjoy using Spirit Box apps as opposed to, I would much rather use your actual Spirit Box.
Exactly, yeah.
But I also understand the argument that it's the same like philosophy. It's the same, what's the argument behind that again? It's not that it's the same notion, it's the same idea. It's scanning radio signals.
Yeah.
It's
the same thing as if you
it's the same concept.
SB11,
So
PS87T actually.
And of course you have to be logical and reasonable about it too. It's like if you're going to be skeptical, it's easier to manipulate and fake something through like an app than it would be like your handheld Spirit Box and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
But we're not going to tell someone else that, like you said, we're not going to tell them that they're dumb for using it. No, if they're getting awesome results, keep at it.
Exactly.
It could be. It's no more proof that you're getting interaction than you and I are getting action through your handheld Spirit Box.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You can't prove either one.
Right.
So go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's frustrating. We don't approve. We would never do the provoking method, but apparently it's worked wonders for Zach Bagans and crew. So, hey, keep at it.
But look at how many times that's gotten him possessed, though.
Right, exactly. And scratched, and it's like, oh, time to take my shirt off. Yeah. Well, Mike, I don't know where else to go. I'm flustered right now. I just want it to stop because, again, I like all of them. To some degree, I like everybody in the paranormal field. Of course, there are some exceptions, of course.
Yeah,
but I want there to be that communal feeling, and it seems like it's being lost.
It does feel like it's being lost. I mean, I was going to say about, Zach, he went through his thing about where we were even questioning, how does he treat people that he has as guests on his show and things like that? Is he, how is he behind the scenes with people that they bring on? And I remember when we had talked to Patty Negri, I think we talked to her twice, didn't we?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes.
The first time we talked to her, and she had said that the time she spent with Ghost Adventures, and Zach treated her like nothing but a lady. He was
exactly
he was wonderful. He, anything that she needed, help with, whatever, he was there for her. So that was nice talking to somebody that actually had spent the time with him, and get straight from her how she felt about the time spent with him, and it was great.
Well, we also spoke with Jeff Mudgett years ago, and he was a guest on Ghost Adventures, and he had nothing but positive things to say about him.
Exactly right, too. I forgot about him. Yeah.
I think he was kind of, not irritated, but he was a little bit flummoxed as to why the show ended up getting edited the way it was. I think he said a lot of stuff got cut out that he wished wasn't cut out.
Exactly. He said that they did have a lot of film time, but when he actually saw the episode, it was...
Yes, exactly. He's like, whoa, it's a lot shorter than I remember it. But again, he had nothing but good things to say about Zach and the crew. So that's just... I don't know. It's just trying... And it's hard. Trust me, it is, because I'm terrible at it sometimes. Try your best to not judge people until you get a chance to interact with them one-on-one.
And even at that point, try not to judge them. I mean,
yeah, for sure. For sure.
People are who they are. I mean,
they are. And for reasons,
Yes, exactly.
They could be going through stuff that you have no idea about. And that's just how it is.
Yeah.
But I guess my main pet peeve about this that gets me riled up, Mike, is the online back and forth crap. And it's so vague. Yeah. And it's just angry. It's just ornery, angry. It just sounds petulant and childish. And it's like, come on, solve this like adults. Talk to each other face to face, clear the air, and move on. Enough with the back and forth on social media. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, footlong Frank with chili. I think this has been a cool discussion. I feel like my blood pressure is raised a little bit, so probably should stop for now.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Wanker Lips Mahoney is just fine, everybody. Don't you worry about that. Wanker Lips Mahoney.
Wanker Lips.
Well, Mike, any final words before we sign off for tonight?
Yeah, I don't know what would be worse, having wanker lips or if you have a canker lip.
Oh, gross. Well,
or a shanker. You don't want a shanker.
You don't want a shanker lip.
What would you rather have on your lips? A shanker, a canker, or a wanker?
That's impossible to answer. I plead the fifth on that one. How's that? How's that sound?
Good idea.
All right, bud. I'll let you go. Thanks for making this work. Good time as always. I'll get an image created and I'll make it super dramatic. Yes, maybe a little cartoony. And
I can't wait to see it, and I shall share when I...
Yeah, it's not going to be anything good because it's my first attempt at this kind of cartoony stuff. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
It'll be good.
It'll be good. Until next time, my co-host with the ghost, what do our paranormal pals need to do?
Please peace out.